Hey guys, Trina here. Today we're going to be doing some acrylic pouring. Here you can see I'm mixing up some golden high flow acrylic ink with the Liquitex pouring medium. So let's get started. So I'm working on an old canvas because this is just a practice piece. Adding in a little bit more pouring medium to get the fluidity down. And we're just going to pour this over top here. I've tried this technique before, as you can see in some of my other videos. So make sure and like and subscribe so you don't miss out on anything in the future. So here you can see I'm just pouring, tilting the canvas a little bit to get it to flow. Adding in some magenta, which is bright and colorful. And I chose this piece because I wanted to see if I could use the pouring medium in a transparent way to see the colors below. So now I'm adding in just drops of the clear pouring medium. I like this stuff so far, but it's going quick. I used almost half a bottle for this one little 8x8 painting, so I'm gonna have to get a full gallon of it here very soon. So I like the way that it pours and how fluid it is and the streaks, and you can see that it's kind of blending together in a cool way. And now I'm taking in my this airbrush that I bought. It plugs in USB. It's a makeup airbrush, so it's portable. It's not terribly powerful, but I don't mind that because I don't want the colors going everywhere on the canvas. So I'm making some more of this blue color, mixing in ultramarine and some phthalo blue. And we'll add some more pouring medium into that. So you can tell it takes a lot of this stuff. It's almost like the consistency of water. So especially with the acrylic inks, it's a little different than using Floetrol, which I've used in the past. So yeah, just experimenting, pushing the paint around with a palette knife, and adding more pouring medium. I want to see how this changes the flow of the colors, and if it will make it more transparent to see the layers below. I'm not sure if I added enough, so we'll see how the finished product comes out once it's dry. It's already started drying and it's becoming quite dark, so like I said, playing is important. You gotta figure out what you're doing and make a mess sometimes. So now I'm going to paint on or add some more of this blue color and move it around with a paintbrush, see what effects I can get with that. And I'm going to paint up here, but it's really thin, so I'm going to add some more paint to that area here in just a minute. Because I don't really like that look of the paintbrush. Making more color. This time I'm mixing up just blue, ultramarine blue with it, and more pouring medium. Don't need a lot. Adding a bit on with the color and then just pouring it on. I think the pouring of the paint works best with this medium. I do think you can spread it around a little bit with the paintbrush, but you don't want to thin it out too much. And then we're going to add some more white up here to cover up this area, filling in just little blocks of color. I forgot to clean my paintbrush there, so I got a little blue. And we're going to blow it or tilt it with to get the paint moving a little bit. And you can already see in that white area how kind of clear it is around the edges, which is kind of cool. It's a cool effect. And now I'm going to blow just a little bit. See how much of this paint I can get moving up here with the airbrush. And I like this little tool. It's very handy. Like I said, it's not very powerful, but it gets the job done without it being aggressive, which is what I don't like with the hairdryer. I don't have as much control, and it feels like the paint just blows off the canvas whenever I use it. So we're going to keep with this method for a minute. And I like what's going on here. You can see I'm going to add in a little bit more of that pouring medium. You can see the transparency there, and then I'm just going to blow it around with the air gun just a little bit. I'm sorry for the reflection from my ring light. It's so shiny, and this medium is supposed to dry with a glossy shine, so hopefully I won't have to varnish it later, because I don't like to varnish things. And now I'm going to add some of this gold paint that I made with some mica powder, some peach mica powder and gold paint. And I tried to do it pretty gently, but I wasn't really getting the effect, so I'm just going to pour it on here in a second and just make a big blob of it. And look how much it's spreading out. And now I'm going to take the air gun and blow a little bit more. And we're almost done for today. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this video helpful. Please like and subscribe so you don't miss another video. And I will see you in the next one. And I will update a little video when it's all dry. I'll post another quick video about how it ends up drying. Because as you know, it doesn't stay the same. It just changes so much from dry to wet. Thanks so much. Bye.